Oh my god. Odon. Odon. You don't know what just happened. Oh my god. Oh, I lost everybody. Odon. I was literally in the Twitch trenches battling for viewers, you know what I mean? Like I was down there doing work. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe what just happened. No, you guys. Yeah, oh my god, dude. You probably. Okay, so let me give you. So I am down in the literal video game trenches. You know what I mean? Uh, like let me explain to you. I know you guys can't see my camera, but we're down here in the literal like. I'm gonna show you guys something or try to. So my camera is actually. You ever see? I can't even show you guys yet. But my camera is so fucking terrible that I have to put it on a goddamn water bottle because it doesn't fit right on my monitor. So it's like just sitting on top of a water bottle. That's my camera stand. And then the light behind it is like you think it's probably like a ring light or something, but that's not what it is. It was just like this Hue thing that I had or like this Hue light thing. And it was on my desk prior to doing any of this nonsense. So I was like, you know what? I can use it as a ring light. So that's the lighting in the background. And now I can't get my camera. Oh my god. There we go. Mr. Waddle Bottle's back. Oh. Oh my gosh. Dude, and then I had one of those like mics, like I was like, I'm gonna be like an actual streamer one day, you know what I mean? So I went out to the store and I bought that stupid thing and attached it to my desk. And then everyone was like, "Oh, the mic sounds terrible," and I was like, "I am nowhere near the store to bring it back," you know what I mean? So I just took it down. Um, oh my god, it's been a day, boys. Uh, we just MacGyvered our desk and then the game. So I went. So the reason I got disconnected, it probably looks like I was just trying to do something bullshit. Is that the stupid light in the background? There's a plug under my desk that has way too many plugs plugged into it. You know what I mean? So it's it just fell out of the wall, and so I had to go plug it back in. But then it disconnected the main one because that's all of the plugs. You know what I mean? So um, and it's because I kicked my thing because I was trying to turn down the ring light after it reset because it sets it on max brightness. And so like most people that have a good gaming setup, they're not um like blinded for you guys. Like I am like getting straight blinded right now by playing the game for you guys. That's like how my dedication is to the stream is that I am gonna go actually blind unless I turn down the ring light in the background because it's incredibly strong because it's actually not meant to be a light that's used on the uh it's like it's just like looking in my cornea the whole night. And the problem is that I was like, you know what? I want to have a cool house, so I want to have like hue lamps everywhere. So the problem is that I have a ton of these lamps, but the thing is that I didn't take the time to name any of them, nor did I know which one does what. So I'm just clicking through my lamps, trying to figure out which lamp this one is. And there we go. I should probably name this lamp something, but I don't actually know how to use this app, so I don't know how to actually name any of the lights. So, um, thanks, Hugh. It's probably somewhere that is completely obvious, but I don't know where it is on the menu, so I just have to know that this is room light number one, and there's four of them. So, yeah, so I'm like literally blinded every time I play a video game. So yeah, those are the struggles that the gamers down with like 1 to 5 viewers are going through. So, um, keep that in mind when you go down to those people's streams. Like you're really doing them a big favor. So it really helps if you talk because otherwise it's just me, giving myself a hand job on stream and nobody wants to see that, and you're sad about it too. So, um, it just kind of feels bad. You're trying to build your stream up, but a lot of these people are great and they have great info. I just literally got stuck on a quest for the game and just was like, hey, could you help me out? And they were able to help me out. So, um, most of the like low level streamers are like really good people and they really help people out. Yeah. Well, the stand, the quote unquote stand. Yeah, because it's, oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I mean, it's never gonna be perfect because it's again attached to a water bottle. So it's only gonna get as good as MacGyver could get, like, actually get through a broken or a locked door with all those parts. Like, like he might be able to MacGyver his way through the door, but it's not gonna probably be a pleasant door breaking into experience. That's what kind of my my setup is. Um, but it's a real struggle down here. We're like grinding tooth and nail for people, and we straight up down there like straight grinding for people. You know what I mean? And a lot of us do play video games like way too much, like especially the games we love. And so you watch some of those mainstream people and MMO Byte and all those big names. Like it's great for like quick information, but if you want anything relevant, I usually recommend following the streams with less viewers. Um, not mine in particular because I don't have anything good to tell you. I don't know anything about video games usually, but a lot of the smaller ones down there, like actually, if they're playing that game, do know about that game, so they're 100% great. Vera, totally recommend. And the guy that helped me out earlier was like a Treyu Wu that I just found in game. So, um, they're great. I think. Um, let me get the game back up. Unbelievable. And then we get nickel and dimes by these uh these platforms. And it's like, yeah, there is a free workaround usually, but the free workaround is just usually so obnoxious that they got you under a barrel. Kira, yeah, Kira's good. So some of the problems that I have with the mainstream channels lately is I think that they're very like I think they kind of went the opposite way. So like they feel like because the community wants everyone to be critical of everything now, that they literally have to criticize everything. So they just like it like doesn't matter like none of them like have like a main game usually that they just like have a passion for. Like my big passion is gonna be solo, and uh my second biggest one is Final Fantasy 14. But like I stick to my games, and those are the games that I want to play just because I want to play those games. But a lot of them go to so many different channels that are different video games that they just want to get their viewers up, and so it's really good to be critical. But the problem is that even like I was following some of these other people on there, and they're kind of trashing Sword of Legends when it's like for a problem that might happen in the future. So, I mean, I get what they're saying. Like, you do have to judge GameForge, critically here, but at the same time, you know, you gotta also give them the opportunity to make an improvement. You can't just assume they're gonna be terrible, and and a lot of them do. That's the problem. Um, it's because they've been burned so many times. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, but and that's kind of like my Discord is like it's kind of a meme. But I've always named myself after other MMOs, and I actually have the name Sword of Legends in game, which I actually told them was a terrible idea. First of all, don't let anyone name your character Sword of Legends, and here's why. I'm not gonna scam anybody because I have a channel that I care about because I'm a small content creator and I'm a piece of garbage. So I'm trying to raise my channel up. So I'm not gonna scam anybody live on my stream so I get in trouble and can't play the game that I want to play. But the problem is anybody can get my name. Just like my meme channel has their name. That's not trademarked. But the problem is I clearly say that I'm a different channel. That's kind of the joke. But the name up here in the game, you can't trust that I'm going to be the first person to log on unless they specifically give me the name. If they give me the name because of my channel, then that's fine, which that would be awesome. But maybe I can talk them into that. But because then I can clearly tell people like, no, I'm not a developer. Because even though I'm playing the alpha right now, I've had people think I'm a developer just because I can walk up to them and cast this box on them that does an explosion. So we'll show it to you here real quick. Because I take all of my in-game shop money to buy what is the most important thing in the game, which is these boxes that spam the entire server with Swords of Legend ignites 10 sea dragons, leaping over golden waves fireworks for we wish him more astral essence, many PvP victories, and lots of luck and his money. His name is every golden fishing hole on the continent. And then see, and some people thought like, it might be funny if you pretended to be. No, you don't want to pretend to be a developer, first of all. And second of all, I've been scammed in an MMO before. I know a lot of people like to think they're smart in these games, and I mean, at this point, I know how to avoid getting scammed. But the problem is that if there's a bunch of people in this game right now, and they're alpha content creators, and they think I'm a developer, imagine how easy it would be to scam an actual new person to the game. It would be pretty easy. And at the end of the day, even if I got banned and the only thing is that you're inconvenienced for a while, like maybe you needed that gold, and if you can't have it for 5 to 7 days or whatever an investigation takes, then you might not even play the game anymore. Like it might just be so like putting you down that you just don't want to play. Like back in Diablo 2, when sometimes people would hack all your gear, like a lot of people would just quit playing the game because it didn't feel good. And I've been on that receiving end of something, so I wouldn't want to do that to anybody else. But you can't guarantee that wouldn't happen to somebody else if they took the name. Even at the worst case scenario, you still don't want anyone in your game just running around pretending to be a developer if they're not a developer. You know what I mean? So, you don't want that in your game. So, yeah, 1 second here. Yeah, so a lot of these people are really smart down in the trenches, and they're going to give you the right information. But when you go to these bigger channels, and I think like the Josh channel in particular, because I had mentioned out to the people here, I'm pretty vocal, and I said, and I'm sure some of the big content creators aren't very going to be ever happy with me, unfortunately. Even though, I mean, I gotta be honest, I still like their stuff, but the problem is, I posted 5 videos, and they disagreed with me. They said their videos were not negative, but I pointed out that they were very negative in my opinion, like condescendingly, kind of passive aggressively negative, just because their name is Gameforge. Like they took a stance because like they're playing to their viewers, so like they're repping up the game by saying a bunch of good stuff, but then also kind of bringing it down in the same sentence, like like hey guys, this game's gonna be great, but also it's gonna be possibly pay to win in 3-4 weeks, so we gotta just keep that in mind. So if going forward in 2 months, if they make the game broken, it's not my fault. And it's like, you got to give them a chance though first. You know what I mean? You can't just say it's gonna be pay to win because like people are gonna remember that. So I don't go around to my channel and pretend like I know the future. Like I know Gameforge's history. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, I've talked to them. They said they're not gonna do it. I take them at face value. So I mean, it's in their court. They prove me wrong. That's on them. But you can't take a negative stance about something that's not in the product. Like, I was playing the Elion, and they didn't show us the cash shop, so that's completely unfair. You know what I mean? I want to see what's in there so I can give an honest opinion. I load this up. They told me that's what's going to be out there for you guys. And so, I mean, what else can I tell you besides that? You know what I mean? I can't say, like, it's gonna have upgrade gems in there in 2 months, because how would anyone tell you that? How would they do that? You know what I mean? Like nobody knows the future. You don't know what the game's gonna have. So well, and also another great thing about having your camera on a water bottle is that when you get thirsty, you're just looking at a water bottle. But see, the thing is that this game doesn't have any of that in there. So there's no reason to be walking around as a big content creator and talking about things that could possibly occur. Like, because they're not looking to like help you guys out as a player in that particular game because they play so many games. And like I kind of feel like Josh at this point. I hate to say this, but you know if he ever hears this, I actually like his channel, so hopefully he never does. But God, if I get clipped. Um, the problem with this channel is I don't think he actually likes MMOs anymore. I legit don't think he likes MMOs. So I feel like he's he's just doing it for the money at this point, and he just secretly hates every game. I mean, like, because anytime he plays one, it's kind of like half negative, and so, and the games that he does enjoy don't make any sense. Rune of Magic and Outward. I played Outward. I did it because of him. That's not a good video game. Yes, the concept behind the video game was unique. I will say that, and it's an interesting concept, but it's not a good game. It doesn't get good at all. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I vaguely see the story way that he means it means good, but I, read the book. You don't play the video game. I don't know. So I don't know. It's just that's my opinion, and you know that's just a game opinion. So hopefully he never hears me because I do actually like your channel, Josh. So big reps to you. So probably gonna get a bunch of hate Josh people now in my. I've just like killed my channel basically probably at this point. Like if I make a video and somebody sees it like on this game, they're just gonna come in there and be Josh lovers at this point probably. Um, that would be my luck. But no, a lot of us, down in the trenches down here, we just play the video games that we like for you guys. So we're gonna stick to like one or two games. Like I'm gonna play this in Final Fantasy and like rep it up and like hype it up and talk good and do everything that I can possibly do in the game. Um, and I love playing with you guys. That's like one of the cool things is that, um, yeah, especially in PvP heavy games, is you're gonna get used to seeing my name a lot. You're gonna see me in there if you're on the NA server. Um, and same with like on Leviathan, I joined tons of raid groups just to help people out. So like eventually you're gonna see Blue Protocol or Swords of Legends. Like you're just gonna see me doing something. So if you play on my server or you play on NA, and no matter what game I play, then there's a possibility that I'm gonna be in your group and helping you out. So, um, and I like to do a lot of high-end raid content. So typically, pretty good at stuff. So I'm usually a guy you want to have around the raid. So. I mean, my T, you're gonna see my T static one day, and I'm sure they would disagree with you. But I try to tell people to keep it cool. Because I tell you, we were raiding in T last night, and one of the nights before, we were having a kind of a bad night, and people started like, sometimes people can get upset, but like I love everybody in the group, so I just want them to know like, you gotta like stay chill, like we'll figure it out. And usually, like one of the great things about me is I do a lot of raid leading, so. Sometimes what can break apart your raid team is just you'd be surprised how toxic they can get sometimes. But I try to keep it lightheaded and cool, make sure everyone's got enough materials, pots, whatever you need. Like let's get you ready, prepped. Like I always tell people, like let's go in there like pretending like we're gonna kill this every single time because I don't care if I gotta spend my extra time farming gold or whatever to help you guys out. Like let's get in there and get it done. You know what I mean? But we were just having a bad night, and people started getting. I was just like, "Hey, let's calm down and figure it out tomorrow." You know what I mean? Like, it's like if I look at the numbers, everybody's doing a great job, so there's nobody. It's nobody's fault. And sometimes you just have a bad raid night in a game, and you just kind of like. I think this is what scares people in raiding, is they get scared because they think people are gonna yell at them, and I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you guys, but well, got a story, but. Might make somebody angry, so I'm just gonna close the door. Unless they're listening to my stream, and I'm fucked. But they're in the shower, so I think we're in the clear. Um, so she was talking about a guild, and I don't know if I'm supposed to mention this or not, but it was like they had like the secret room where they would bring people in, and if they were doing bad, kind of like give them the business. And it's like, like I think it seemed kind of toxic to me. You know what I mean? But um, I would never do that to somebody. Just because like you do gotta tell people like if they're doing a bad job, but like you gotta point it out in a different way. You can't just start berating people because they casted 19 minutes of dots in an 8-minute fight. You know what I mean? Like, because like first of all, if you go in, unless you've played every single class too, like that's another thing in Final Fantasy is there's so many different classes. Unless you happen to be on master on every single one of them, you really shouldn't be giving your opinion out. Like, unless you can prove that you're actually good on what that is. Like, if you're trying to talk to a healer about a healing mistake and you've only parsed well on a DPS, you shouldn't be. I mean, you can tell some of the stuff, but you don't know everything that goes into a situation where people are trying to heal you. So you can't just jump right in and tell them that unless you know, because there's certain times in the game where like sometimes people will tell you too, like, oh, you didn't do this at 88 seconds, and it's like, um, well, just because one person does something at 88 seconds doesn't mean it's necessarily always the correct move. Now, it may have been for that particular person because he was in a parse group trying to do something specific, and on top of that, maybe it wasn't. Maybe he was just in a group and his group was having a problem there, so that's where he chose to use that ability. Because, like one of the things I had is like a spell where it can feed AoE or a single target, and sometimes maybe you're trying to keep something in a range, and like your judgment call was to use extra damage on one target instead of using your AoE rotation there. So you can't just look at someone's like rotation and be like, hey, why didn't you do this at 12, 15, and 16? Like, you have no idea unless you play the role. um but we'll be in the game here, and we'll be actually helping the community to try to do things in a proper way. Because I teach a lot of raids in Final Fantasy, so I'm out there trying to help people that are new to the game and get them into raiding, because it can be scary. It can be scary. Um, I play with so many people in both games that they just never raided, or they only do LFR or whatever, and you play with them, and it's like it feels bad. You want to get them into raids because you're like, you're paying money to do that content, like whether you realize it or not. And I think a lot of them want to do the content. They're just scared. They just like you wonder, like, why do people just sit in town and roleplay all day? It's because they're probably bored because they can't do the hard content, but they want to try the hard content, but they're just afraid to go in there and have a bad time. And honestly, like most of the things in any video game, like aren't hard enough that you have to not do it. Like ultimates are probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to accomplish, but it shouldn't put you out of it just because you're struggling as Savage. Like anybody can do it. Same with like Mythic WoW rating. Like just tell your group to like try something. You'd be surprised half the time. Like they're just like, oh, we're not good enough for Mythic. Give it a shot. Honestly, like you get better as you work your way through it, but like it's not that hard. Like, and well, I mean, if you get stuck, it's just somewhere to get stuck at together. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like eventually, most of the time, you'll figure it out and keep progressing. So, like, just keep giving it a shot. Work on it. If you have somebody that a raid lead that knows what they're doing, most stuff in these games aren't that hard that you can't get through it. Um, so yeah, if you're new to raiding, like, don't let people put you down in games like that because it sucks. It feels bad. We had a rough night in solo though. We had a real rough night here. We just got screwed on our quest. Computer shut down. Awful. Just an awful day. Wiped down a boss 90 times? Yeah, actually. Yes, I have. Yes, I've wiped down a boss many times. Yeah. What's up? Oh, we wiped 14 times, guys. Um, yeah, that's Sashi42. She plays World of Warcraft. She's really good at Warcraft and plays Boomkin, so you should definitely say hello. She's the best Boomkin on the server. Right? No? Pretty good one? Uh, Play 14. Yeah, Cardmix tells you to play 14. I try to get her to play 14, but she got stuck in the hardest part of Final Fantasy 14, which I gotta be honest with you is pretty rough. Now I didn't think it was that rough because it was um, the last one was really good. But you know what we should do is we should get her in here and we'll watch the Endwalker thing real quick. I know probably shouldn't do that in a solo stream. Um, I'm sure I'm gonna get kicked out of the alpha program probably. Um, but well, just real quick, we're not gonna keep it up there forever. But take a look at the Endwalker trailer. See if we can get her in here for that. Because here's the thing, I play and I play a lot of T. Should I show you my wifes from last night? Oh my god, this is pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting. Let's see. So here's the problem: is that in Final Fantasy 14, I'm complete garbage. So what happens is that this ignore this one. I'm actually garbage at that because I actually am garbage. But um, the I didn't do storm mode yet. Well, I guess sort of. Working on them. It's a work in progress. You know what I mean? How come it doesn't show any of them? Did it not upload from last night? Well, I swear I did one. I don't know. I'm 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 at a loss. Um, I wonder if it's because this is why I can't use. So I had 61 wipes last night alone. It looks like. Let's see here. 60 is that even right? Let's see. So here's our wipes yesterday. Oh my god. Um, this is actually disgusting. Um, yeah, this is our wipes from yesterday. Terrible. Just just failing at a minute and whatever over and over again. Um, but no, we just learned it, so we just got past LL, um, or whatever that first mechanic is, and so now we're working on limit cut. But the problem is when you die on limit cut, you go right back to the first mechanic again, and the first mechanic is super jank, so sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't really know how to explain it. Sometimes it just doesn't work. No matter like what happens to you, you just get server ticked and you just die. So sad. It's just so sad. Um, giveaway. Yeah, no, normal. Um, I would say it's I would say it's relatively normal on ultimates. It takes about 80 hours to learn an ultimate fight. So, the fight in total might have 15 mechanics, but each of those mechanics might take you 4 to 5 hours to learn. Just because some of them just don't work. Like, I mean, they can work. I mean, so like there is a way to make them work every single time, but the problem is after you're about 3 hours in, it just stops working. It just you just start breaking down. Um, so it makes this relatively simple mechanic a huge pain in the ass because when you die on it 61 times, at that point, most people know exactly what they need to do. Problem is, they just forgot how to do it. Like, like they're just like they just think they're gonna do it a different way or do it better, and then you die and wipe. So it's actually kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Gameforge. What the heck? I know it looks like I don't know how to use a computer right now, but let me explain. I actually don't know how to use a computer very well, so yeah, so there's that. All right, let's watch the Endwalker thing together. Why is this not fitting in the box? Okay. All right. Let's get her in here for an Endwalker game. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come on. I want to show you. You don't have to talk. Just come on. Come on. That'll be great. I'll turn the cam off so they won't be on cam. Come on. Come on. I'll turn the camera off. Come on. Come on. Alright, we're gonna turn the camera off, so one sec. There we go. Well, let me switch it back. Let's put it back on speakers here. Alright, where to go? Hold on. This trailer is so good. Just kind of wanted to cry a little bit. No, wait. Now you can come watch. Let's see what you think. Maybe we'll come back. Look at this jank bottle of water thing. They put out the full trailer today.
This is gonna be different than
You're gonna like destroy the entire world. And then you're gonna start a new story. That's pretty cool though, right? Like you're gonna like get the whole experience and you can get into a new story.
Sure.
That's just like I'm intrigued in the Mass Effect story right now. But yeah, I try to get her to come back to Final Fantasy, but you know, it's just a different kind of game. But we're gonna get in there eventually. So let's see. We gotta get our buddy Chris back in here too. Giveaway. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to get that restarted. You know what we're gonna do is it is 2 a.m. So let's see. Hey, Tez threw me a shout out. Yo, what's up? It's Tez. Tez actually has a channel where he's actually good and helpful. Apply for Focus Guild. I actually am in Focus Guild. I clicked on Focus Guild. I wasn't sure if I wanted to join Focus Guild or not, or if I'm gonna be making my own. But can you drag me in? Can you drag me in there? Um, where is? I don't know how to get into Focus.
Trying to get that, don't you? Oof.
You just gotta buy the whole everything
Yo,
else
what
in the
is
weekly.
going on? It's your boy Blue Protocol here. What's going on?
What's up?
Is Tez in here still?
Nah, he went
Nah.
to sleep.
Yeah.
He was gonna help me out. How's your guys' solo? Are you guys in solo too?
Yep,
How's it?
Just watching.
How's it going?
it's good.
So I got like legit stuck in the game. So Tez is gonna help me out because I got like so I went to take a break after that dungeon quest, you know, like around level 15. So I did the quest and then did every other side quest in the zone and then logged off for a little bit. And then I came back and there was no quest. There was no quest on my screen. So did you know, was it intuitive to you? Like would that be like, because I'm sure if you didn't log off at that point it would probably been obvious, right, to click that circle in the top right that's swirling around. But if you logged off for like say 4 hours and came back to the game, what would you have done?
Do the dungeon
No
again.
idea.
Do the dungeon again, right? So that's what I did. I did the dungeon again. And I still couldn't figure it out. So I had to click on this button. And so somebody else had to let me know that not only do you have to click on this button, because I clicked M and I started looking around for a quest. And the only quest that I could find was this one that says to go deliver a heartstring to somebody. So I went and bought that for like $1.50. And then I started panicking because I was like, well, I don't have unlimited $1.50. It's not working. And so if you don't go into the zone though and abandon the other quest and then retake the quest, it won't put a waymarker on your screen. So there's no way to know that. So you just had to intuitively know that you needed to go to that right zone, abandon the quest, retake the quest to get the marker to go to where you needed to go. And then you had to know to click on the spinning button.
Oh well.
So, I mean, I think they need to add something there because, like, I got stuck, and I very rarely ever get stuck in an MMO. And there's no way that there's nothing intuitive that says I need to go back up there and click this swirling button, because I clicked it the first time and it didn't do anything. So what was supposed to, like, how was I supposed to know that I had to do a tutorial to continue my quest? Because like I usually consider those optional, and I did the first one. I didn't know there was 16 of them.
Yeah.
Oh. So then I got stuck, so he was gonna give me a hand, but then somebody else helped me out. And I also have the name Sword of Legends in game too, which I don't think I should have. So I let them know about that as well too, because people think I'm a developer. because like all content creators, what did I do? I made the great purchase of buying all of the Sea Dragon Weeping Lords. So now that I'm in the game, I just spam those across to everybody. People think like it's a special dev or something. Are you guys on NA or are you on EU? So can you guys see every time one of those goes off?
I got pop-up blocked.
Oh, you got pop-up blocked. Okay. I just imagined that it was popping up on people's screens like all day as I was doing it, so. uh, how you guys liking the game?
I would
Nothing
love
new,
to
man.
have
I've
some
been playing
hands on.
in China for a while now.
You want some what?
Played this game in 2019 when it first got released in China.
Well, I mean that's a fair statement, but what I mean, you guys still gonna play it now though, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the guild leader for Focus.
No. Okay, cool. It's been a busy weekend because I checked out PSO2 New Genesis and the Endwalker trailer looked phenomenal, and I'm in the Blessed Unleashed one unfortunately as well. And actually, you know, I gave it a shot just because I wanted to see what a game looks like in UE4. It does actually look kind of nice. So
Did they make it more of like?
I mean, it's a better game, but that's like
Yeah,
the
I
bar
played
is so
the
low.
first beta
The
on
bar is so low.
PC.
If the bar is,
Yeah, I played the first one, but it's kind of clunky. So they said they're gonna make it more like, yeah, fluent.
I tried Elion. I don't
Today,
think.
Rolex people were fighting Harpy. With 200 players, took them 2 hours to kill it.
What game?
And Bless Unleashed, they were killing
Wait,
Harpy
the fucking
worldwide.
Harpy
It took-
2 hours, dude?
took
Yeah,
2 hours to
there's
do it.
there's some issues in the game
200
though.
People.
No, they're just too weak, or they died all the time.
There was 200 people, Rolex. 200.
Yeah, but it's
2
not
hours
hard to
for
kill the
200
Harpy,
people.
dude. It's kinda hard, but you can easily kill it when you have like.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of hard though. That hard is a time
I
commitment
played it
hard.
on the Xbox too.
Um,
Then the beta on PC, but like I said, on PC it was kind of clunky.
because that's not even anything when you think about it. T took me about 80 hours to learn. I'm working.
Yeah, you just need to learn the bosses and how to dodge them. Then it's easy. But if you don't dodge them, like you get away, pretty easy, yeah.
I'm so far behind. I want to do some PvP, but I'm just so far behind now because I got stuck on that stupid thing. And now all the actual good streamers, like you guys, are waiting.
There's also a bit
Feels
better
better.
running at the moment, I think, for Blast.
Yeah, you
When did
know.
you play it last time?
Oh, I got the beta for this weekend too.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how is the control stuff?
No, I mean it's look, it's not the greatest game ever, but it has some control issues, but it's not a bad
Still.
it's not a bad game. Like it wasn't the worst video game I ever played. There's
Yeah,
a lot worse MMOs.
But
I mean that Josh
telling
guy
you.
thinks Outward's a good MMO, so I mean it's all
telling
subjective,
you,
right? But
if you don't collect stuff from the beginning, certain stuff, you're gonna be locked at like level 20 plus for like 2 or 3 weeks. It's yeah.
For which game?
And
Rolex?
like the Harpy is also pretty high difficulty for its own. So you actually run by and come back later to do it.
what other, you guys just play this game or are you playing some more stuff?
I would like to play this game, but I don't have Alpha.
Yeah, I don't have alpha either.
Uh,
I got closed beta for the. I'm waiting on that.
What are you guys playing right now then?
I was playing what PSO2 New Genesis.
What'd you think? Yeah,
Wait.
I tried it out. I thought I had a good time.
I got stuck. I couldn't get up to the monolith or whatever. I couldn't fight him. I couldn't get him to come.
Where was that?
The big one. Up the mountain or something like that. Mount something or another.
Huh. I didn't play it all that long. I just jumped in real quick and then did like level 6 or something and then logged off. But
Yeah, that's about where I got
because
to.
I want to just like focus on this game. But it was fun. Like look, there's UI problems in that game that are fucking disgusting. But it
Oh man, dude.
well, but that's
The
that's
the camera controls with the, cause I was playing the
but the thing is that's pretty status quo for PSO. So like I can't really fault them too much on their menu sucking because they have a shit ton of menus and a lot of stuff to give to you. So they also have to be able to do it on a console. So there's better examples for console games, but I give them a lot of leniency because it's a game where like it's not a serious like MMO. So, but yeah, they need to fix that UI.
well the cameras but threw me off because I was playing the
Well, yeah, that too. That's pretty garbo.
I was trying to play the healing class and it's actually melee.
The main problem with that game though is you can install it and then it's gonna uninstall itself like it did probably last time. That happened to me at least 5 times last time.
Oh, I hope I don't do that.
I mean, yeah, I got fixed once I got Tweaker, but the problem was even with Tweaker, I still lost it once. So
True, I hear you.
it was pretty garbage actually.
I remember that. I hope it's not that way.
See, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go right now. It says, "Who am I sitting with?" The real map of the 5 sacred mountains takes you to Tangzol's and the Zhonghen foothills. But when I click on that quest, it just pulls up a map with no waymarker.
When it pulls up your map, does it? Are you supposed to be in a different zone? Maybe is that why?
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to be in Cloud Rise, but I'm already in Cloud Rise. So I think the problem is that I need to delete the quest. But it won't let me click on withdraw from quest. See, these kind of problems would only happen to me. I mean, I've only been playing MMOs for 20 years. It's like I should be able to figure this out, but so because the quest up thing doesn't update if you took the quest in the wrong place. So I took it. I took it from a different zone, so it won't give me the waymarker until I abandon the quest and then take it in the zone I'm supposed to take it in. I don't know, I might have to get Tez to help me tomorrow then. I'm like legit lost again. This has never happened in an MMO.
Dang, dude, that guy's wrecking you. Almost.
No, that's because I keep pulling like 3 at once instead of just one.
Oh, gotcha.
What level are you guys?
I'm level almost 29.
Whoa! You've been doing some work since I've been stuck. I'm back down here at level 15 having a terrible time. I don't know how to start the next quest.
All fairness, I already know how to level from China.
Well, but that's the thing though. I played in that version too, but I never got stuck because I hit the end game before I was, 2 hours into the game. So now that the quests only give a little bit of experience, I don't know where to go. Did you speak that language or?
No, I just learned it from playing it for so long.
Oh. I wonder why they use British English for some of these words. Well, yeah, thanks for helping out. Let's see if Tez is around tomorrow because I might need his help. Good luck on your stream. You doing some PvP or what are you doing?
I'm just leveling, getting to max level.
You have a channel?
No, no. I'm just streaming this because Tez asked me to, because I'm on his alpha account.
Okay,
就
cool,
这
cool.
点本事，还敢来惹你木头爷爷？
Send everybody over to Tez tomorrow then. Alright, cool.
你们先上，试试斤两。
And take care, man.
I like the game. I think it's good. Yeah, my screen capture needs fixed. Uh-oh. Oh man, that's embarrassing. The great black screen. Oh man. You know what? What we're gonna do is I'll do this contest tomorrow when I'm having a better day, and I'll set everything up properly. And then we'll get everybody in here and we'll try to figure out this quest together.